Alright, so good news. I got two things. I've got a new oil pump drive assembly for my Jeep and trailer light wiring kit. So I'm gonna just start installing it now. It's the temporary setup for now, but I've got this little dingy bumper here, but no wiring, and the Jeep's not set up for its stock. I've got to go up in here. Most people with Jeep TJs know about this. You got to go way up in there, plug in a harness, or do it yourself. I did it myself, and it's a piece of crap, so we're just gonna go this route. Coming around here, our problem lies right here. Oil pump drive assembly. Apparently it's a big problem with Jeeps, but it's been ticking, and I keep going into limp mode when I get to around 3,000 RPM, so we'll see if that fixes it, but I'll start it up and see if it ticks. Yeah, no ticking, but sometimes it does it, sometimes it doesn't. I'm sure we'll figure out why whenever we open it up and look at it. Okay, can you see? God, it's dark, very dark. Hold on. Yeah, that's a lot better. The part that I'm replacing is this right here. If you look at the new one, looks like that. So we're gonna see just what our problem might be. Once we remove it, we could look at these gears. But for now, I gotta take this cap, this black plastic cap. I have to take that off of the old one. All right. What the hell is this? T25 Torx bit? These screws are warm, right? Well, that's gonna crumble up. I don't want any of that getting in there. It's old, but still. If anyone knows a good source for wire stuff, wires or wire looms or anything like that, let me know. Seems like, despite trying, I still got a little bit of crap in there, but it's fine. I don't know if you can tell. Yeah, you can. I'll zoom in on it. Give me a second. So if you look right here in this hole, there's a hole right here. I'm going to start rotating the engine, and as I rotate the engine, that hole should, it's going to be really hard for you to see, but right there, as you can see through the hole to the left of that tiny hole. Just show you. Right inside here, you can see a hole. As I rotate the engine, I actually got kind of lucky, it stopped really close. The pin that I put in this hole will end up falling into there, and that's how I'll know that the engine is in time. Or zeroed or whatever. We have this plastic pin right here, you see that? That plastic pin. Actually, now I wonder if I can reuse it. See that? That just fell off. Don't lose that. This plastic pin. Alright, so there are probably some people by now going, "No, you idiot, why are you doing that?" You don't have to do that. That's totally unnecessary. But look, I'm picky like that, okay? So, what I'm gonna do right now, take this pin underneath, push it up like that, just enough so that I can get it to stay in there on its own. Then we're gonna rotate this engine until I can push that pin all the way through the slotted disc or drilled disc. Okay. Now we gotta slide underneath the Jeep. I was trying to be lazy and do it from the top, but it doesn't really look like that's gonna work out for me. I'm gonna slide underneath the Jeep like we are right now. I know I have you all looking through some tight areas, but welcome to working on a Jeep. So right here, that's the crankshaft pulley wheel. I think that's what it's called. You'll correct me if I'm wrong. There we go. We're just gonna rotate this engine ever so slightly. Then go back to the top. We check in there to make sure we're actually aligned. So I'm gonna leave the camera right here. Hopefully you'll be able to see that thing actually spinning as I rotate. Okay, so we go under here. That actually looks like it's spot on. Honestly, I should have removed my air intake, but it's whatever. There we go. All right. So now we should be timed, right? Or whatever. Synced. Something like that, right? You guys will tell me the word. All right. Next up, we got to remove this whole unit. I'm actually going to disconnect the cable because people say, I've heard anyways, that you shouldn't use the new sensors, but it's new. I'm going to use it. If it fails, I'll put the old one back, I guess. Leave it in the Jeep. I'm trying to understand just how exactly this thing would get removed. Okay, so it's not that. Guess I'm going back under. Okay. Okay. So I'm really just hoping that this is a 12 millimeter. I have no idea what size it is. I watched the video and everything, but I don't remember. It's gonna be too big, isn't it? I'm sure the video tells you exactly what you should do here. I'm staring at the bolt right there. Shit. I'm probably just gonna have to use a regular ass wrench, because I just don't see how the hell I'm gonna get in there. It's not 12 millimeter. This engine is very hot, and I'm touching it in a lot of places. Oh, damn. Good. Okay. Now, this should just slide right out. Wait. Before I do that, I want to remove this. Now, just remove this by twisting it. I don't know which way. I guess. So it's definitely been grinding. All right, so I do not know when that camera cut out, but I've been recording. I've installed the OPDA. I'm in the Jeep now, driving. I haven't had a chance to really test it out. I have no idea where that video cut out, so I'm just gonna start talking. So far, I've noticed it shifts better whenever I'm above 3,000 RPM. I guess I should say, the whole reason I'm doing this repair in the first place is I have this problem with the Jeep where whenever I take it above 3,000 RPMs, it jerks really hard, like a really bad shift, and then it goes into limp mode. It won't let me drive above 2,000 RPMs anymore after that. I heard this ticking noise coming out of the oil pump drive assembly, so I figured that might be the issue, something to do with that, because it's also working as the distributor. So then I replaced it. I shifted really good above 3,000 RPM. I have not hit limp mode yet, but the real test is going to be whenever I get on the highway. Then we'll see if this repair actually worked. Now that we're about to get on the highway, I'm going to give her the beans. I'm going to be putting the Jeep through kind of a lot. I would say we fixed it. I see a new problem now, but the main thing is that it's not going into limp mode every other second. I can keep 3,000 RPMs, no problem. I might even be able to go a little above it. Like right now, with the way the Jeep used to be, it absolutely would have hit limp mode by now. But check this out. Basically, if I get the Jeep up to about 3,500 RPMs, it'll cut off there. Now that might be because I used the aftermarket sensor, which I should not have done, I guess. But I'll replace the sensor as soon as I get back, then see if that fixes the problem. All right. I just pulled into the house. I'm about to pop this hood, replace this sensor, then see what happens. First, actually, I'm gonna start the Jeep and try to rev it and see what happens. So it'll go all the way up there. Let's replace the sensor. Alright, this is the original sensor. There's a little bit of stuff on here, so I'm just going to wipe it off gently. Seems like it's magnetic. And I wonder if these metal shavings have anything to do with the wear and tear or the issues I was having before. We're good. I can still read the letters on the front of it, so it can't be that bad. Sensor right here. Whew, shit. That plastic may have expanded a little bit. It's way harder to take out. Alright, the new sensor is in there. Probably can't tell, it might be too dark. But I'm running out of daylight. We're gonna rev the engine while the Jeep is still in park. See if it see if it behaves any differently. Then we'll take it for a drive again and see if we have any better results. Got the same results there. Let's see what happens. Try to get above. Seems like it might still be doing it. Yeah, it still doesn't want to work with me. So the problem is not fixed, meaning we are back to square one. I'm still going to do it again. I want to see. We we've still fixed one problem. We've just got to figure out another one. That's all. Now I'm thinking it's timing. I'm not too upset. Apparently it was still a really good idea to put the stock sensor back in. However, now people are saying, look, I get all of my knowledge from the forums. You'll learn that very quickly. But anyways, from what I've heard and learned, if I just loosen the housing and twist it a little bit, I should be good to go. But we'll see what happens. All right, let's see if that fixed it. Twisted it just a little bit. We'll see if we found the solution to our problems. Right. So far, so decent. There we go. I would say that our problem is fixed. I'm gonna try it out again. I'm gonna keep testing it, but it did not go into limp mode just now. Now, I had it stuck in second gear, so that might be why. But we will try it again and see. Do I feel like driving all the way to the fucking highway though? No, not really. I will do what I must. Oh yeah. Oh, it's a beautiful day. It is a beautiful day, baby. Yes. Oh yes, sweet Lord, baby. Oh my God, this is amazing. Y'all don't understand how happy this makes me. You really don't. I have been dealing with the Jeep jumping into limp mode constantly. And $100 later, we have fixed it. Getting on the highway again. Look at that. Look at that, baby. Oh yeah. We are back to driving at a reasonable speed. Alright, so it's about 3 weeks since I did the repair. There's no problems, the Jeep runs fine. Hasn't gone into limp mode since. I'm able to rev it high and give it power as much as I want. No issues at all. Just wanted to take a moment to explain some things that I missed in the video itself. For one, the oil pump drive assembly. This is the original, which is made by Mopar. Mainly, I think it's the 2005 and 2006 model TJs. They are known for having issues with their drive assemblies. Even if you don't have problems like I had, replace it. And when you do replace it, try to get the one from Crown Automotive, which is what I used. There's another one. I don't remember the name of it. I'll put it in the description though. If you can see, the main issue I had with mine, there's actually some wear on the gears. You'll see one side of the gears is shiny, but the other side of the gears is not. And the same thing happened to this flat plate. On this side, there's no groove, but on this side, it's actually worn down on the corner. I don't know if that's the reason that I was having so many problems, but I can't imagine it's good for the health of the engine. Next, when you buy these oil pump drive assemblies, they're going to come with a cam positioning sensor. This thing right here. This is the new one. The forums say leave the old Mopar one in. Do that. I don't know if any of my problems were related to this one. I just removed it for good measure, put the old one back in, it works fine. Leave it in the Jeep. If yours ever goes bad, you'll have it with you. It's small, it'll fit in your glove box or a little tiny box you can put somewhere. It's a spare part just in case you need it to get you, wherever you gotta go. My dog's scratching herself. Give her a moment. You got it? Come here. There you go. All right. Next, when you are removing the oil pump drive assembly, there's actually a plate that's going to be sitting on it. This is not the plate, it's just cardboard, but it's for demonstration purposes. There's going to be a hole in there, that's where the bolt is. You just loosen the bolt, take it out. You'll be able to take the plate out and twist the assembly out of the engine. You just put the new one back in, sit that plate back on, screw it back in. After I put the new assembly in, the problem wasn't completely fixed. The issue was then the timing. What I did to solve it ultimately, after everything was installed, I just loosened the bolt right here. That way I would be able to kind of twist the assembly. So I didn't completely remove the bolt, I just loosened it up to where the assembly had some play in it. I twisted it about 1/4 inch to 1/8 of an inch counterclockwise. That fixed my problem. That's all I had to do. I'm trying to think if there's anything else helpful to say about this, but I can't really think of anything. So if there's anything you don't understand about this, anything about your Jeep you want to know about, hopefully there's a good little community that can start out of this. Just ask the question in the comments below. I'll answer it as soon as I can. Check the Jeep forums. Jeep forum, Wrangler forum, TJ forum. Those things are really valuable. It's lots of people who have years of experience working with Jeeps and 4.0 liters. They have plenty of answers for your problems. All in all, this thing costs, I want to say, $89 on Amazon. If I paid somebody to do the install, I can only imagine they would charge me probably $300+ just to install this, and that's just labor. You know, it shows that it pays, or it saves really, to know how to work on your car instead of constantly having to go to the mechanic every single time you have a problem. With all of that, that's pretty much the end of the video. Again, if you have questions, just put it in the comment below. Be sure to subscribe. I'm going to be posting videos like this all the time, and it's not just about Jeeps, it's about boats and outdoors and just ante. All in all, thanks for watching the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Take it easy.